So some of the reaction to those two defeats, that reaction coming through late tonight. Right, let's get a weather forecast now, as we noticed, particularly important for Scotland. Here's Elizabeth Saary.
Hello there. The northern half of Britain is set for a real pasting from the weather today. We are quite concerned about the conditions that we are going to be facing. Damaging winds will be the main issue, but also over the next day or so, snow and ice could be a major hazard. Now, it's a wet and windy start to the day for many of us, but across the northern half of Scotland, that's where we'll be seeing heavy snowfall, so that will cause some problems, particularly up over the higher routes. But the winds are the main issue. We've got a red alert issued from the Met Office. That's the highest level we get to. It's going to be central and southern Scotland that see the strongest of the winds, 70-mile-per-hour gusts or maybe more, as high as 80, say, in exposed places. Meanwhile, some rain will follow on from that snow across the north of Scotland. We'll see a line of squally rain and winds just driving its way down across England and Wales as well. Temperatures 11 or 12 degrees in the south, a chillier 6 to 8 further north, but feeling colder in that wind. Now, by the afternoon, we'll start to see the strongest winds transferring down across the northeast of England, so remaining a hazard for many parts of northern Britain throughout the day.
Well, with that forecast, just a reminder of the breaking news tonight that the Scottish Government is advising schools in the west of the country not to open in the morning, and in the east of the country not to open afternoon, as a result of the very strong winds which Elizabeth was talking about there in the forecast. Now, this has only just come through in the last 20 minutes or so. It's as a result of the Scottish Government's Emergency Cabinet Committee meeting and hearing advice from the Met Office's chief forecaster and from the police. And it is, at this stage, it is advice from the government to the local councils in the west of Scotland. What we don't have is the outcome of the council decisions, so we can't be certain. But the west of Scotland, essentially, there's a list of what, a dozen or so, more than that, councils which are being advised to close their schools in the morning, and then again in the east from noon as well, at least half a dozen in the east. More than that, in fact. It's a long list. I'm sure that list will end up on our website soon, quite possibly on the Scottish Government's website as well, but it's certainly one, if school closures affect you in Scotland, one to be looking out for in the morning. And of course there's the warning on traffic as travel as well, but that news just coming through in the last 20 minutes or so as a result of the weather forecast.